Hey there everyone, James with Lenspiration here. Ready for another photo assignment? This is going to be a fairly easy one, at least I think, because I have some landscape photography experience. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy. The concept, I should say, is fairly easy. So I'm looking forward to just taking a stroll today and looking around for this fairly common subject that happens to be probably around anyone who happens to live in civilization or around anyone who is not living in civilization. So regardless of where you live, you should be able to be able to shoot this photo assignment. So in order to shoot this assignment, I'm going to need to know a couple things. The first thing is I need to know where the sun is going to be so that it will be shining on my subject. From my research, the sun is coming from a westerly direction because it's in the late afternoon. I think, regardless, it's coming from that direction right there. And I also need to know what time sunset will be so that I'll be able to shoot the picture before the sun sets. According to my research, the sunset is going to be at around 5:17. So here in West Virginia, I'm going to need to be there ahead of time because the hills and everything are going to block the sun. And so anyway, I want to shoot in the late afternoon here. This is a great, perfect time to shoot right now. And then I also need to know if it's going to be sunny or not. It looks like it's nice and sunny today. I decided to shoot today because tomorrow is going to be very cloudy. So if I'm looking for a bright path, then I should probably have some sunlight in the photo. The assignment today is a bright path to illustrate some hymns that talk about walking in sunlight and going on the way. The 4 hymns are Let Him Have His Way with Thee, Oh for a Closer Walk, Precious Name, Teach Me Thy Way, O Lord. At any rate, I'm going to be looking around for bright paths, and it should be something that you could find near you as well, I assume. So let's go see what we can find. So I'm on the rails, the trails here. I knew that the sun would be kind of streaming down this direction from, walks and bike rides and stuff that I used to do along this, in this area. And there's not much of a trail. I could probably make something of it. I'm wanting more of a, I want the light to be more directly on the trail, on the path. I could use stuff like this where we have a road right here. We could use a road of one sort or another. I want a more natural surrounding, more natural background, and so I'm just going to keep going and see if I can find something more before that sun disappears, because the sky's kind of clouding up a little bit. I think it should be fine. As long as there's a direct light source, I should be able to use it, but I want to find something that's a little more natural looking and intentional. So I came across this old road. It splits right there, and it comes over around and has this really neat bend to it. I'm out of town. Even more, you can't hardly tell that there's houses down in there, but it has this really neat bend in it. The problem is the sun is like way over there, and there's no light on the road. But I think I'm going to go ahead and shoot this because it looks cool, and it's not going to have like the bright on it. I can maybe Photoshop in some sun beams and sun rays and stuff like that. We'll see. When I first saw this place, the sun was up there on the hill, and it's just starting to peek out again. So I'm just waiting. It's a waiting game right now to see if the sun will come out. I don't know if you can see them, but there's a bunch of houses back in there, and we used to have a friend that lived down in there. So yeah, look at that. The sun is coming out. My camera looks so funny sitting way up there, and I never do that. It's not stable when it's up this high, and so I generally don't do that. However, in this case, I'm putting it up as high as I possibly can because I'm not shooting like a landscape picture that is normal composition. I have some very specific things I need to keep in mind as I compose this shot, and one of them is, like, I don't want half sky, half dark ground area, because then the text in the background is going to be half in the sky and half in the dark ground. So it's going to be white at the bottom text and then dark text at the top. No, that's not what I want. I want to have as much like a majority of the picture one kind of color, dark or light, so that the text can go over top of it all light or all dark. And so what I'm doing here is I'm raising the camera as high as I possibly can so that the top of the frame, just see the example image in the link below. You'll see that I'm trying to get as little sky in the top as possible so that all the text can be light over top of kind of a dark foreground landscape. The sun came out there for a couple of seconds, and so I think I got a shot that I should be able to use. It doesn't have the super bright aspect to it, but I might be able to edit that in a little bit, add some sun rays or something. But I don't have much sunlight left, so I'm going to go ahead and try to find another spot. So I'm back on the rails of trails, and I made it to this really cool little bridge, but it's a little bit late. This direction right there, that is facing due southwest. So I was hoping that I could have the sun streaming over the edge of the hill there and have some nice harsh light on the bridge, and it would have this real nice like path feeling to it. But I got here just a little bit late. Regardless, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm here. This is the day that I have set aside to shoot this, so I'm gonna shoot it and hope I can come away with something pretty cool. The cloud cover was a little bit disappointing, but not too terribly bad. It was certainly unexpected, but I still think I should be able to get some good photos from this photo shoot today for the assignment, Bright Path. It is now your turn to shoot this photo assignment. Details are in the description below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. If you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe by clicking on my face. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned a lot. Keep learning with Lenspiration, and we'll see you next time.